Yeah, we started the business way back in 2009. The history of it was I had a business, curtains and soft furnishing business over in Widnes. Um, was running really successfully for a couple of years. Life throws a curveball, and I had to go back into my previous career as in IT. Worked then for the next 20 something years for a bank. Became a little bit dissatisfied working for a big organisation with all the red tape and everything around there. Had always wanted to work for myself again. Began thinking what I could do. I'm really passionate about local businesses, all about keeping the pound local. Decided to set up a magazine. So knowing absolutely nothing about publishing, nothing about design particularly, certainly nothing about selling. Set up Widnes Local. First magazine went out, distributed to 2,500 homes one cold, wet, windy November weekend, roped in all the family, got them helping to distribute it. Great success from that first weekend. I started the business way back in 2009. And originally, I had a business 20 odd years ago, a curtains and soft furnishing business in Widnes. Worked really successfully for a couple of years, and then life throws a curveball. I had to go back into my previous profession, working in IT for a big bank. Fast forward a couple of 20 years, and near collapse of certain banks, I decided I wanted to do something else. I was a bit fed up working for a big corporate, all the red tape, performance appraisals, that sort of thing. Decided I wanted to do something else. Looked around at what I could do. Passionate about local businesses, passionate about small businesses, about keeping money local. Decided to set up a magazine. So really knowing nothing at all about publishing, nothing about design particularly, certainly nothing about selling. Decided to set up a magazine. 6 weeks later, the first Widnes Local went out one cold, wet November weekend. 2,500 were delivered through the letterboxes of Widnes. Around the time I set up the first magazine, Widnes Local, my son Phil, who'd just finished his architecture degree, roped him in to really help with the design to start with. He'd got a job working for an architectural practice, and as the banking trade had collapsed, so had the building industry, and Phil decided to join me full time. Due to the success of the first magazine, we'd increased the distribution. The advertisers were loving it, they were getting a good response from it. We decided to add our second magazine, so we added Runcorn Local, each magazine now going to 10,000 homes directly through the letterboxes. Getting some really good feedback from advertisers, from the residents, the readers of the magazine, getting a lot of positive feedback, loving local editorial information, what's on, useful phone numbers, that sort of thing. Really trying to keep it, a lot of interesting information for the readers. Pause. We continued to grow the two original magazines, Widnes Local, Runcorn Local, for the next couple of years, gaining more advertisers, gaining more fans. And then we spotted a bit of a gap in the market. We thought we could introduce the quality of the magazines into Warrington. So we did some research and decided to launch two at the same time. Why not? Warrington West and Warrington South Local. Again, with the same each magazine going to 10,000 homes. Tried and tested, worked really well. That was 2011. We added the two new magazines, bringing our total distribution to over 40,000 homes. Massive, massive number. If you stacked up 40,000 magazines on top of each other, it would be taller than the Radio City Tower. A lot of magazines. Yes, so we ran the two original magazines, Widnes Local and Runcorn Local, for the next couple of years, through to about 2011. Spotted a bit of a gap really for a quality magazine with great distribution. After some market research and encouragement from our advertisers, we decided to add the two Warrington mags, Warrington West Local, Warrington South Local. Again, each magazine going to 10,000 homes and businesses, of course. So we went to 10,000 homes and businesses each magazine, total distribution of well over 40,000. An interesting fact for you, if you stack 40,000 magazines on top of each other, it would be taller than the Radio City Tower. Advertisers like the flexibility that they can go in 1, 2, 3, 4. We have, quite a few advertisers who go in all 4. Some go in 1, some in 2, some in 3. We don't mind. We just like to give them the facility to get through so many letterboxes for such a reasonable price. We continue to support the advertisers. We do lots of editorial features on them. We have local writers. We have some well-known writers. Pippa Greenwood is our current gardening expert. Yeah, some of the writers. Yeah, we've got local writers. We've teen writers who write for us about what it's like to be a teen in the area. We've got some really well-known writers. Our gardening expert, Pippa Greenwood, writes a regular feature for us on what you should be doing in your garden each magazine. There's an interesting statistic that says that every £1 spent locally is spent a further 7 times in their local area, and I think people are more aware of the local economy and wanting local businesses to survive. They don't like to see shops boarded up. They like to be able to walk or get a tradesman or other service locally. Most tradesmen from the guys we speak to, they much prefer to work locally. Saves on travelling time, saves on travelling costs, petrol prices these days. Why wouldn't they want to work, 2, 3, 4 streets away, or certainly within the local vicinity? Much better for them. They can potentially see more customers in a day. The tradesmen we speak to would much prefer to work locally. Number of reasons. It saves time, it saves petrol, particularly the price of petrol these days. They'd much prefer to work in their local vicinity, maybe 2, 3 streets away. It's much better for them. They potentially see more customers per day. Some shops have said, why should we advertise in local magazines when we talk to them? When people know what we do and where we are, well, yes, they may know what you do and where you are, but I don't think they always know if you've got any special promotions on, if you're running a sale that month, or if you've got any special deals that you want to convey. Yeah, I know I said, obviously we want people to advertise with us long term. It's great to build good relationships with people. If people want to, just maybe they've got a special on and they just want to come in for 2 months, that's also fine. For the people, our regular advertisers who do want to take a longer booking, then we've got a number of payment options. We can take a direct debit payment, we can take a payment by card, cheque, and even cash. Yeah, another popular service we offer is that we can deliver your leaflets alongside our magazine. We only ever deliver a maximum of 2 leaflets alongside the mag. Another really popular service we offer is leaflet distribution. We'll deliver a maximum of 2 leaflets alongside our magazine. As well as being really affordable, our rates start from a really, really incredible £20. The magazines are glossy, they're attractive, they're packed full of local information. We're really nice people to do business with. The chances are when you ring up, you'll speak to either me or Phil. We care for our customers. We genuinely want you to succeed. The advertising rates are really reasonable. They start from just £20. Full page starts from £90. We're nice people to do business with. We don't push. We don't do hard sell. It's not the way we work. We want to talk to you and work with you for a long time. Quality of the magazine is lovely. The design is absolutely brilliant. Glossy, informative, packed full of local useful information. The mag itself is A5 magazine, nice glossy shiny paper, adds a really good design, packed full of useful local information. The readers love getting it through their letterboxes. We get hundreds of entries to our competition every month. And lots of the readers, when they're writing in to enter, say, you know, thank you for putting such a good mag through our letterbox. There's, yeah, there's 3 ways we track that the magazines have been delivered. The main one is our cash prize competition. We have literally hundreds of entries in this every month, and we ask for the postcode of where the entry is coming from, so we can track exactly which street the magazines have been delivered. That's the main way. The second one is our advertisers live on the streets where we deliver our magazines, so they can let us know. And the third one is we do spot checks. We regularly will just pick a house randomly or a street and check a number of houses. We do that, you know, every month. Yeah, one of the nice things is that, you know, we by chance really we've developed a family business, a really successful business that we love.